Shalom, Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Brachad, Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who's taught us this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim pushers of truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Akwaf that may be out there watching and learning. It's your brother Yakar from the GMS Columbus camp. With a quick lesson through the Spirit. I touched on this a little bit. I can't, but I just kind of wanted to do a little sit down and make it a more direct lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just real quick, man. You know, I'm at work at the plantation, man. But, this is a big thing in the world we're living in today, man. You know, and we had an encounter at camp a few months ago. You know, and it was a young girl. She was just, pretty much speaking about, everybody coming together, everybody being pretty much one people, and that dates back to, even Martin Luther King and shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make unity amongst the people, man, and it's like, even in that deal, why would we want to be united with our enemy? You know what I'm saying? Why would we want to be hand in hand with Esau? Why would we want to be hand in hand with heathen? Why would we want to be hand in hand with a group of people that don't want to be with us, that are not like-minded to us, man? You see? The scriptures speak about that, man. Can two walk together except they be agreed? You see? You can't be hand in hand with somebody and y'all don't even think the same. Y'all don't move the same. Y'all don't believe the same thing. Because why? If y'all have all these differences amongst each other, then what? That's going to cause turmoil in the midst of your relationship. All right, and you see that happen day in and day out, man. All right, and the way people are, especially nowadays, man, they're not trying to change their mind. A lot of people are set on what they believe in. They're set on how they live their life. They're set on what they're going to do. Everybody's content in the way that they've chosen to lead their life. All right. So why would you want to be in the same realm as these people, man? All right. But this is prophesied about, man, especially in these times we're living in now, man. All right. So I'm going to start here, Luke 12 and verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? This is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, I tell you, nay, but rather division. You see that? For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You see? So that's the times we're living in, man. Division even amongst your own household, man. All right? And if you in this truth, man, when you come to serve the Lord, man, that's going to cause a huge divide in itself. You see? Because, a lot of us grew up in Christian households or Muslim households. You know what I'm saying? Those are big religions amongst Jake, some northern tribe, they grew up, Catholics, things like that, man, so just taking all that into account, man, when you come and you change up what you were taught your whole life, you see, you will begin to be looked down upon. All right. And then, the Lord didn't reveal, the truth, the Lord didn't grant our families understanding, you know what I'm saying? So majority of our family is not going to make it just solely off of that, man. They weren't granted that, man. All right. They don't have that understanding of, dang, this is my truth. This is where I truly come from. I have a land of my own. All right. And it's the land of Israel, man. I come from these great statues of people, man. All right. I am a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. You see, our people don't understand that. So what? That's going to cause a great divide. All right. And then also, and this is very famous amongst Jake, especially in the so-called black community. You see, once you level up and you start changing certain things about your lifestyle. Okay, I'm not eating pork no more. Okay, I don't want your shrimps and your seafood boils no more. What else Jake do in the hood, man? I'm not attending all the barbecues and having a grand ass time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not smoking weed with y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out to the club all the time no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are being cut down. A lot of things are changing, you know what I'm saying, about you for the better. But your peoples will look down upon you and say, hey, man, you changing. You acting different. You think you too good for this and that? As a matter of fact, I am too damn good. All right. And so are you. All right. But you just subject to your vices, man. You subject to the hood. You subject to all these different things, man, and you're content with it. You see, I'm not content with being that way for the rest of my life. All right, I'm seeking better things. I'm seeking a more righteous state of mind, a more something that's clean, man, something that's wholesome. You see, because soon enough, all that shit's gonna be cut off, man. So if you think that you're gonna be able to live that way forever, it's gonna get cut down for you too. And I'm gonna get that. Isaiah 24, I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. You see, it's gonna come a point in time where you in the streets crying out, wishing you had a bottle, wishing you had your Henny or your Casamigos, or you had your bottle of wine, or you had a bag of weed, or you got your perks. You know what I'm saying? All these different things that our people have been made subject to. All right, you going to be in the streets crying for these things, man. Hoping and praying that you come across a bud, that you come across some drugs, man, to help you cope with the distress and the discomfort and the pain that's going to come to this place, man. All right? But with me, you know what I'm saying, amongst the other brothers, man, that are sincere, you know what I'm saying, amongst us, man, you know, we're going to be cool, right? Because we took the time in the midst of all this, you know what I'm saying, to level up and to remove these things from our lives, all right? Making a difference for ourselves. So that way when that time of trouble comes, man, we're not stuck on these vices, man. All right, we've took the time to beat these things. We took the time to show, hey, man, we got to be stronger than these things, man, because it's going to come a time when we can't have it. All right? You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures speak about, you know, certain things like that, man. Doing things in abundance, man. All right? It's not for us to overindulge in things, man. All right? Drinking shouldn't even be a everyday thing. All right? You got Jake out here that can't live without a drink. All right? They can't live without they smoke. They can't live without they cigarettes, man. All right, soon as something go wrong, oh my gosh, I need a cigarette. Oh my gosh, I need a blunt. Like, you see, and that's the mindset of Jake. All right, and that's what you know, hinders Jake from being better versions of themselves. Why? Because they're stuck on the things that please their flesh. All right, we should be doing things to please the Lord, man. All right. It may the Lord bless you with certain things, man. All right. But at the end of the day, whether you're in the truth or you're not, you're going to suffer, man. So why not suffer for righteousness' sake? You see? So, you know, there's terrible things to come, man. All right. And the state of the world and the state of the people, man, is gonna get more and more grievous. All right. It's going to get more and more heavy. All right. And now I can get this. Because this is how it's coming, man. All right. Matthew 24. Excuse me. Matthew 24 and verse 13 or 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see that? In fact, I want to get that word. Iniquity, just for edification. I'm gonna read it in the Strongs. It says illegality, violation of law, or genitive case, wickedness. All right, transgression of the law, unrighteousness. All right. So as wickedness, excuse me. As wickedness increases, as wickedness is wandering around in the world, the love of many is gonna wax worse and worse, man. All right, it ain't gonna be no love in the land anymore, man. All right, and considering the times we coming in, man, people are gonna be, really at each other, man. All right, understand that. All right, understand that the end is prophesied, man. All right, scriptures speak about that. The end is made manifest. All right. So at the end of the day, for you people that are so trying to be lovey dovey and all that, man, at the end of the day, you can't stop what's to come. You can't stop what's already ordained. All right. While I may admit it is a scary thing, it is a fearful thing. All right, to think about. Dang, it's a lake of fire coming. There's missiles coming. All right, there's famines coming. All right. There's all these things that are coming that are terrible, man. Do we want to deal with it? Hell no. But at the end of the day, what choice do you have? You got to go through Jacob's trouble. You got to go through all these things, man. All right. And if you sincere and you're serving the Lord and you're putting your best foot forward, all right, and you're trying to be better day in and day out, whatever it may be, all right, then you won't have much to worry about, man. All right. You won't have much to worry about, man. And that's the problem with you people. You have no hope. And that's why you're fighting for this kingdom to become greater. That's why you guys are fighting for this place, man. All right. That's why you people are doing marches and protests and shit. You see the protests and the riots and all that going on in LA. All right. You got some protesters trying to rally up in Colorado. All right, protesting against Trump for the bombings in Iran. All right, you got that going on. So it's a lot going on in these times, man. All right, and everything I see is you people trying to save this place. You're speaking out, but you're speaking out at what cause, at what expense? All right, trying to save this place, trying to get everybody on one accord, trying to create a so-called peace on this earth. By the end of the day, there will be no peace on this earth until righteousness is established. There will be no peace on this earth until Yahweh Shai returns. There will be no peace in the earth until this place, America, Babylon the Great, is destroyed. You see? You can't have peace with a wicked ruler. All right. What is it saying? Proverbs 29:2. All right. When the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Roughly paraphrasing. You see. So if there's a wicked man in office, all right, at the end of the day, you will not be in a happy state, man. There will be no peace, man. All right. They can shout peace talks, this and that, man. But you see them peace talks have not amounted to anything. All right. Because if all the peace treaties and all that shit that's going on in history, man, why aren't these peace treaties still standing? Why? Because somebody broke their end of the bargain, man. You see? So what? I mean, is it not evident that at the end of the day there will be no peace on this earth, man? This ain't the time for love, man. That time for love is out the window, man. All right? It's the time for great distress, man. Great destruction, man. All right? Great division. All right? That's the times we're living in, man. All right? We're not living in a time of everybody banded together and we all one people. Nah, man. All right? And at the end of the day, man, the Lord made a separation from the jump street anyway. All right? The Lord is dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel, man. First and foremost, the elect, man, the 144,000. All right? So if you think that we were supposed to be banded with Esau to begin with, no, you're wrong, man. The Lord's not dealing with Esau, Edom. The Lord's not dealing with these heathen. You know what I'm saying? Moab, the so-called Chinese man. All right? Elam. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael. All you different heathen nations, man. Ham. All right, you damn Africans, all these people, man, they're not our people. All right, we're not supposed to be banded together with them, man. All right, we are above these people, man. And I say that humbly, man. All right, we are in a lower state now. Why? Because we transgress against the law. We transgress against the Lord, man. All right. But our people are the greatest people on earth, man. Simple as that. So there is a great division. There is a separation. All right. We are not in the midst of these people, man. All right. We are not one with these people, man. All right. There is a separation, man. And the Lord made that separation, man. Simple as that. You see? Now I want to get this. Sedition among men. 2 Corinthians 15 in verse. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to start at verse 14. 2 Corinthians 15, starting at verse 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, destruction. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. You see that? Destruction is near to this place, man. All right, it's happening now. All right, it take for you to just open up Google. All right. And you'll see all these things happen. Just click on YouTube. You'll see these things happening, man. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and with swords in their hands. You see that? That's that division. You see? That's that division. All right. So where do you see love in that, man? The scriptures speak about this so much in the Bible, man, about when the end comes, man, how terrible it will be, how hard it will be. So why is everybody chatting about these peace talks, man? Where is this peace talks coming from? If you really read the Bible and you really understand the Bible, you can't scream peace, 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 man. All right. It says, verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. All right. And that sedition is going into pretty much turning against the authority. You know what I'm saying? Your officers, your governments, you know what I'm saying? And you see that happening now. You see? While you got some people trying to say they're having peaceful protests and this and that, on the flip side, you got people out there destroying cars, man. Looking like LA from back in the day, man. Them old LA riots, man. It's back again. You see? History repeats itself, man. You see? So at the end of the day, man, destruction is made manifest, man. All right, that separation, that division is made manifest, man. All right, the love growing dim is made manifest, man. It's gonna happen, man, and it's happening right now. All right, it says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see, simple as that, man. Like all that, we one people, man, is shit through, man. All right. Now, of course you'll have certain alliances, you know what I'm saying, and gatherings of people, I stand with you, my brother, you know what I'm saying. I've been seeing a lot of Jake, you know what I'm saying, even Edomites, you know what I'm saying, so-called standing together with, Issachar and, the Hispanic nations, you know what I'm saying, out in LA and them protests over there. But at the end of the day, it's still a separation. Where they're separating from? Okay, well, the government and ICE. All right, there's a division there. All right, a huge division in this world we live in today is the man and the woman. You see, that's a big thing going on right now, man. All right, these men ain't trying to deal with these women. All right, these women ain't trying to deal with these men. You see, there's all these double standards. All right, and it's more geared against the man. Deteriorating the man. The value of a man is way down. All right. All these women think that they are high value women. All right. And they're ran through. All right. They think that they are so bossed up and so perfect. All right. They can't be beat. All right. Because they were given the opportunity to make some money. They feel like they're the best shit popping. All right. Not even realizing that, you in a lower estate, man. All right. You don't understand that the Lord did make you precious. All right. The scriptures speak about, man, you women are precious, man. All right. But in the state you are in now, man, you're nothing, man. You're low level. Why? Because you want to be in the stead of a man instead of being in the stead of a woman. All right. Your job is to be in the crib. All right. Cooking, cleaning, handling business at home. Why don't you want to do that? Ain't that's a precious thing. You don't got to go out and bust your ass and work. You can stay at the crib and thug it out at the crib, man. Doing shit at the crib don't have to be hard. Our people make this shit hard. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I folded clothes. I did it. It don't have to be hard. Sit down, relax, fold your clothes. Take your time. You see? Wash your dishes. Cut you on some music. You see? Go soak in the bath. Like, it could be so beautiful for you women, man. All right? But, you know, you women decided that me being in the crib is not enough. Me getting taken care of is not enough. But then you get with a man, you know what I'm saying, and you such a boss bitch, you don't need him. You see? So there's a great separation, man. There's a great separation in this world, man. All right? The good women get did bad, all right? The good men get did bad, you know what I'm saying? Scriptures speak about that as well, man. The foundations of earth are out of course, man. Everything is not in its rightful place, man. So there's no way that peace can dwell upon this place, man. All right, this place has to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? This place has to go, man. Simple as that. All right? So, you know, for those of you out there, man, that, you know, are trying to build up riches here and trying to be at peace with one another, this and that. It's not to say go out and you know, cause division, but it's about understanding your mind and understanding that everybody's not with you. Understanding that these are not the times we're living in. You know what I'm saying? It's about understanding. It's not to say go out and cause ruckus. All right? But you got to be prepared for your people to turn on you. You got to be prepared for things to be geared against you. All right? You got to be prepared for problems to be brought to your household, to your storefront. All right? You got to be prepared for all these things to come, man. All right? Because we're not living in peaceful times, man. All right? People are going to be scavenging, looking for food, trying to feed their families. All these different things are going to be going on all at one time, man. All right? We can't lose sight. All right? And we can't be oblivious to the facts. All right? That these things have to happen and they're going to happen. Simple as that. But that's pretty much it, man. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom and Abad Babal.